Okay, so hold your side.
Okay.
Inside of the pole to here is like 45 inches.
Okay, that's good.
We're gonna do another project today with these. It's every woodworker's dream come true to have old wood they've saved and be able to use it for something in the future. So we're gonna use these for some labels in the cold room. So I'm just happy that they are getting used because these were quite expensive, and so I hate seeing this stuff go to waste. I didn't have a tarp, so I'm using the rest of my roofing felt. It works. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fast. Good. Yep, I like that. Okay, maybe I'll do like more. Goes on top. I'm so glad we're able to work on this together. I need a tape measure. 3, and then 3. Doesn't slap as loud as those latex ones. The only thing to secure to is something that's crooked. So I've already got the zip ties on. I think this is going to be the quickest method. No, this is the fun part. I got that one in. So now if I cinch that tight, okay, we'll be able to get it tight. Okay.
Cam is installing the rest of the little labels, and I'm going to go ahead and start organizing my jars the way I want them, and then I'll go ahead with a chalkboard marker and label everything, and then we'll do a tour. Cam finished installing all of these, and now for the fun part, I get to label each one. I have a chalk marker here, and I'm just going to label under each set of the jars. I am positive that I am not going to keep these labels as is for very long. Our pantry is always in rotation, so we have things coming in and coming out, and how much we can or preserve or freeze dry in a year changes just based on how much of a harvest we have. So things will change as we go along, but that is the whole purpose of painting these little boards with the chalkboard paint and using the chalkboard marker so we can adjust as needed. Something I wanted to mention before I get started with the pantry tour is that this year we have been using canned goods and preserved foods as needed throughout the entire year. And that is different than years prior, where I usually would ask my family to go ahead and wait until we finish the pantry tour and we're in November. We don't have very many fresh things. So even though it may look like we didn't do as much this year, we actually did more than we have ever done before. We're just eating through it year round. Welcome to our pantry. It's time for another pantry tour. We have our new labels all set up now. It is really nice. It's gonna be really nice for me to give you a tour because I'm just basically gonna read across here, and I'm going to make this kind of quick this time around because I've done this many times, and in my other tours I elaborate a little bit more. This entire shelf here is dried stuff mostly at the top, and then we move into freeze-dried stuff, but I do have one freeze-dried item here. It's freeze-dried chili, and then we have spinach, dried beans. These beans are for sprouting. This is dried corn, celery tops, shredded summer squash, and then regular dried summer squash. This is all freeze-dried now. No, it's not. Okay, so half this shelf is freeze-dried. We have freeze-dried basil, parsley, chives, cilantro, sage, and thyme is behind there. And then we have oregano, and then the rest of this shelf is dried. So we have dried peppers, dried tomatoes, and then the dried green beans. These next two shelves are all freeze-dried stuff. We have diced peaches. Oh, this is dried apple chips, green beans, chicken stock, sliced sweet peppers, green onions, and diced sweet potatoes. And then down on the bottom here, we have freeze-dried apple slices. These are freeze-dried cherries, bananas, cranberries, cherry tomatoes. Those have like a bruschetta type flavoring on them, and then apple fruit leather. This is filled with garlic. Then we have fermented pickles. That's why these have the different tops here, and potatoes down on this bottom rack.
Oh, there you are.
Okay, so back up at the top on this side. I'm just going from top to bottom. It's easier on this pregnant lady. First, we have dandelion jam, peach butter. This is all grape jam, cranberry sauce, apple butter, and freeze-dried pizza sauce. I just wrote canned here just to like encompass all the parts that are canned. So this is sliced peaches, then we have pear halves. This part is overflow from freeze-dried. So we have freeze-dried snap peas, spinach, and mushrooms. Once you get into here, this is canned cran applesauce, apple cider, and these are all grape juice. And then we have apple juice, fermented veggies. These are the ones I made earlier in the year. Didn't love them so much, so they're still here. We have preserved lemons, minestrone soup, chicken enchilada soup, sausage and bean soup, and then some canned pork roast over there. Well, this is cucumber kimchi. This is actually from last year. It's so good. And we have fermented peppers. Some of these are fermented jalapenos, pinto beans, black beans, navy beans. I just made some of these today, so they're not there yet, but that's where they're gonna go. And then potatoes down here at the bottom. Last shelf here, we're at the top again, and this is all canned stuff with the exception of lard on this. That's not canned. Okay, dill relish, sweet pickles, green beans, ketchup, baked beans, pickled beets. Those have been there since last year. Canned dill pickle chips, and then we have the dill pickle spears, salsa, tomatillo salsa. These are diced tomatoes. This is all spaghetti sauce, and then lard from our pigs. Pizza sauce, sloppy joe sauce, just these, a little bit here, and then a lot of salsa. We like our salsa, so I have a lot there. Down at the bottom, this is our Cajun cowpea soup. We have chicken stock, beef stock, and more potatoes at the bottom. Okay, so the labels are really nice because a lot of times I'll have the kids come in here and say, hey, can you grab me the water bath canning pot or the pressure canning pot or steam juicer? Most of the time they know what I'm talking about, but sometimes they don't. So I put these labels up here so that they know, but also so that everybody knows when you're putting something away where it goes. So just really quickly, I'll just show you what's up here. So we have a super big pot for just cooking, and then an electric water bath canner, some regular water bath canning pots, steam juicer, and then on this side, 2 pressure canning pots. I'm passing the baton on to Cam to do the freezer tour. We're just gonna keep this short and sweet as well. Just our 2 freezers with fruits and veggies, that's it. I am way too pregnant to bend over like 30 times and take everything out, so he's doing it this year.
Yeah, I'm happy to do it. We're gonna dive right in. That was so bad. Okay.
I'm just gonna start pulling stuff out and we'll go through it one at a time. We just recently did this. This is our ginger and turmeric. This is basil pesto. This crate's full of raw watermelon juice. We had a lot of extra watermelons that were gonna go bad, so we just turned them into juice. Not sure what we're gonna do with them. Probably smoothies. Next we have blueberries. There's a couple more bags in there, but they don't look the best because I think they kind of half thawed. Each one of these bags holds 4 pounds. At least that's what we put in there. And we probably go through 6 to 8 bags a year. Next we have a bunch of pumpkin puree. We froze these in 2 cups per bag. And we got probably close to 20 bags here. So that does it for the first freezer. So we'll go to the next one. Okay, and here, first thing is just a mix of some sweet corn, celery leaves, and hatch chilies that I have already roasted. We have some cantaloupe. I forgot we had this. And then some candied ginger. We got a couple more cases of this. We have like 6 or 7 of these stewed garlic squash containers. I'm not sure what we're gonna do with them. We weren't huge fans, so we'll figure something out so we don't have to throw them. Okay. So here we have 400 pounds of cranberries. No, it's only really 40 pounds. We use these for just about everything you can make out of cranberries. Cranberry sauce, freeze-dried cranberries. Is there anything else? There's more than that, but yeah, we have a lot of it. Here's an assortment of green beans, snow peas, and corn. I think we have in total, probably because we did some corn earlier, probably have 7 bags of corn and 5 bags of green beans, and these each have like 1.5 pounds. And then only a couple left of snow peas because we've already gone through a lot of those. This is a custom box full of a lot of these containers with squash puree, more squash puree, just different soups and like stuff we make with vegetables. Lentil soup on the bottom, so mystery flavor on top. We'll figure it out. That's it.
We do have one more pantry area. This is our dry storage pantry. I am not going to give a tour of this year just because it doesn't change that much from year to year. It's mostly just grains, oils, sugars, things that we purchase from the store. But I will leave a link down in the video description of another video where we did a full tour of this area. I did want to mention that we are planning on remodeling this space coming up this winter after I have the baby, because that is when Cam will have 3 months of paternity leave, and so he can do a lot of the work himself. We are going to hire out a little bit of it. We are not changing the floor plan at all. We're just adding cabinets, shelving, and some things to add character in here and to organize it a little bit better. So it is very exciting. I'm going to share all that with you guys as we go throughout this winter. There's not really a lot going on during that time anyway, so it's a great time to share a little project of my favorite part of the house, the pantry. So I hope you guys enjoyed all of the tours that we did today, and we'll see you guys on the next video.